Hi everyone, we arrived in Hiroshima late at night but hungry, so first order of business is food. We found an Izakaya near Hiroshima Station that is open late. Ordering is done to a tablet that has multiple languages, so ordering is pretty easy. Hiroshima is known for producing oysters, accounting for around 2/3 of Japan's production. So we're definitely ordering some, along with the gyozas this place is known for. Look at that mapo tofu sizzle, a great dish on a cold night. Here's the oyster tempura, which is a light and tasty snack. This place is very cozy, perfect for our first meal late at night. In our hotel room, we have 2 double-sized beds and a kitchenette with everything that you need, including a washing machine. There's a small sofa, a bathroom with a lot of counter space and separate toilet room, and a humongous rain shower and bathtub. Good morning, we're starting the day off with donuts from Mr. Donut. Very convenient location right inside Hiroshima Station. We're on our way to the ferry station for a boat ride to Miyajima Island. A short 3-minute walk away from the train station is the ferry terminal. The ferries depart every 15 minutes except for early in the morning and late at night. What a nice day for a ferry ride. Both sunny and breezy. They're both outdoor and indoor seats if you don't want to stand. You can already see the famous floating Torii gate off in the distance. There are a lot of wild deer on the island, over 500 of them in fact, and they are quite hungry. Unlike in Nara, you're officially not supposed to feed the deer, so you won't find any vendors selling deer crackers. Uh-oh, gotta go. There's a popular bar on the island called Gebira, known for its alcoholic drinks made with Hiroshima lemons, pickled in sugar, making the drink sweet and refreshing. Did you see that sign? Refills are only 200 yen. This is going to be dangerous. Can you guess how many drinks I'm going to have by the end of this trip? We'll have to protect the drinks from the deer though. By the way, I had a refill before we left. The Torii gate is part of the Itsukushima Shrine and is a spectacular sight that changes dramatically based off the tide level, as well as the sun's rays. We'll take a look at the Torii gate at different times of day. This 5-story pagoda up on a hill is an impressive sight. Love how the maple leaf manhole cover symbolically represents the island. This park, located at the base of Mount Misen, is one of Japan's most famous maple tree parks. The park looks absolutely spectacular during the fall, which makes it especially popular in late autumn. We're making our way towards the ropeway that goes up the mountain. The bridges are a great complement to the backdrop, and the water brings an element of calm. The ride up the mountain consists of 2 segments, with the first in a spacious 8-seater cable car that provides an aerial view of the park and the sea. We get off at Kayatani Station to wait in line and board the second cable car, which is a much more crowded cable car that fits up to 30 people. Mount Misen greets us with beautiful views of the sea just outside the station. We're considering if we want to hike to Mount Misen's summit, but there's already a long line forming to go back. If you missed the last cable car for the day at 4:30 p.m., you'll have to hike back through the forest for an hour. Not today, my friends. I'm sure the hike down through the forest is a lovely journey though, which we'll have to try someday. We may come back tomorrow though to try to hike up to the summit. Itsukushima Shrine has been called one of Japan's 3 most scenic spots and is one of Japan's most popular tourist destinations. You can see now that the tide is low. You can walk to the gate and admire it up close. Beautiful place to stop, breathe deeply, and soak it all in. Sounds like it's time to go. This is the main street of Miyajima, full of restaurants, cafes, and souvenir stores. The coffee soft serve is delightful. Did I mention there are multiple locations of this chain on the island? Each with a different and unique bar design, but most importantly, you can get refills at any of the locations. There are several places to try Hiroshima oysters here. These are freshly grilled, large, and full of flavor. A perfect snack to satisfy our hunger before dinner. We chose to ride inside the ferry for the warmth. Back in Hiroshima, we found this all-you-can-eat Yakiniku place, with 3 different course options. We ended up choosing the standard menu. There is a tablet for ordering, but it is only in Japanese. While we requested a paper menu with English, we found it easier just using our phone cameras to translate. Look at the crazy amount of food we ordered. It was hard to resist given how good the meat quality here is for the price. We are absolutely coming back again sometime. Good morning, starting the day off at a stylish Starbucks with a view of the trains, located right by Hiroshima Station. Dear robot, lead the way. Another beautiful day, perfect for another trip to the island. A fun fact is that the island is officially named Itsukushima, but is nicknamed as Miyajima, which is Japanese for Shrine Island. Miyajima becomes really quiet at night after most of the sites and stores close, so it can make sense to stay overnight on the island for a peaceful experience. But this short ferry ride is enjoyable as part of the journey. Wait, let's see that again. There's a boat tour that takes you under and through the Torii gate when the tide is high enough. Very slowly. Check out the long line to take photos of the Torii gate from the shrine. Really nice views, except for the construction in the background. The coffee soft serve ice cream from here is an absolute must try. Great creamy coffee flavor. We're heading back through the park and up the ropeway to hike to the summit of Mount Misen. Almost all of these red maple leaves look perfectly shaped. Back up the ropeway we go.
Spreading out in front of you is a panoramic view of the Seto Inland Sea, taking you on a skywalk through the beautiful island. On a clear day, you can see clear across to the Shikoku mountain range. The mountain we are climbing is called Misen and is the highest peak on the island.
The round-trip hike from the station to the summit is around an hour. We're not in a hurry, so let's take our time and enjoy the views. This man is on fire. There's no escaping these deer, even all the way up the mountain. Look at all the little statues. Reikado Hall is known for housing the unquenchable fire, a flame that is said to have been burning for 1,200 years. More recently, it's also a place where lovers pledge their eternal love that will never flame out. Is it just me, or does this look like a pig's head? Some of the rocks here have really interesting shapes. This one, named Kuguri Rock, forms a natural archway to pass under. The sunbeams peeking through the clouds is a spectacular sight. We finally made it to the summit! Some more of those interesting rocks. This is a great spot to relax and have a drink. Great panoramic view of the Seto Inland Sea and Shikoku mountain range. This place is beautiful, but it's time to head back down the mountain. There are multiple temple structures near the summit that belong to Daisho-in Temple. Overall, the hike was really nice. It is only moderately challenging with many stone steps. If you take the ropeway up, it is definitely worth making the trek up to the summit.
本日は宮島ロープウェイをご利用いただき、宮島ならではの優雅な祭りです。秋
The ride down was pretty quick as there wasn't a long line this time. Follow the deer and you'll be back on the main streets. We hiked up a small hill near Itsukushima Shrine for this next site. Senjokaku literally translates to Pavilion of 1,000 Mats, which describes the approximate size of the building, which is the largest wooden structure on the island. Another great place to sit and take in the views. The 5-story pagoda looks pretty impressive up close. Another one. We're trying another popular spot on the main street known for its freshly grilled oysters. Both the soy butter and the cheese toppings add a delicious creaminess to the oysters. These deep-fried octopus fish cakes are hot and easy to snack on. While this looks like a taco, it's actually an okonomiyaki that is made in the shape to be eaten while walking. Crispy and delicious. Time to head back to rest up. Good morning. For our final day here, we're going to start off by visiting Shukkeien Garden, one of the more popular attractions in Hiroshima. As we entered the garden, we noticed a couple out here to take wedding photos. Dressed in traditional Japanese wedding attire with a beautiful backdrop. Kokokyo Bridge, a rainbow connecting the pond's two halves, one as earth and the other as heaven. Ten out of 10 dive. There are some nice spots to rest in the garden. With the world around me in motion, my heart stands still and observes. Like the falling leaves, my emotions sway with the wind. Oh yeah, we're actually feeding the fish this time. In the garden, you can buy carp feed for only 100 yen a bag. Oh no, you missed the pellet. Finders keepers. Nenjo rice field, a small rice field where the feudal lord prayed for a grand harvest. Giant ginkgo tree, one of the few surviving trees from the blast, slanted ever since. Seeds spread around the world as a message for peace. Geikiho Peak, highest point of the garden, a mini copy of Mount Fuji, built to overlook the castle town of Hiroshima, just like a castle tower. There's also a bamboo grove here in the garden. These bamboo trees rise up high into the sky. While this area is not very large, it's a nice and quiet area to take a stroll. The entire ground is covered by these yellow autumn leaves. Feeding the fish with the last of our food. One of these fish looks desperately hungry. The reflections on the water look like a painting. What a beautiful garden. It's not as large as the great garden we recently visited in Okayama, but it's spectacular in its own way. Devouring a quick and tasty beef bowl before we head back to Miyajima. How cute are these dogs? They're surrounded by their fans. Back on the ferry again. It never gets old. Seeing the island getting closer and closer in view just builds the anticipation.
We will soon be around. Drivers, please now return to their cars.
There's always a deer to greet us as we step on the island. Look at these fruits, way too hard to resist. Ah, island living is a dream. The tide is a bit low right now. Our destination is straight ahead. At the entrance of the temple is a steep staircase, with metal wheels on the handrail engraved with the Prajnaparamita Sutra. Gently spin them as you go up the stairs to receive a blessing. Look at all the little statues. We'll take a closer look later. There's a large bell at the temple that is around 500 years old. This ringing now signifies the start of prayer time. This is a healing statue where you can touch the statue wherever you have pain to heal it. Spinning these wheels are said to gain blessings, equal to reading one full volume of the Heart Sutra. You can't ever have enough blessings. Pouring water over a Gyoza statue here is to console the souls of loved ones. These statues show the 12 animals of the zodiac. There are a lot of statues to see at this temple, so if you want to take your time seeing everything, make sure to allocate a good amount of time for your visit. This spiritual cave lined with lanterns on the ceiling offers a tranquil atmosphere for contemplation, reflection, and prayer. See no evil, hear no evil, speak no evil. This proverb is seen quite often in Japan's temples, usually depicted by the 3 wise monkeys, to illustrate the message that we must protect ourselves and our purity. Back near the entrance is the 500 Rakan statues. Each statue represents a Buddhist monk who was an actual disciple of Shaka, which is another name for the historical Buddha. Each statue has a unique face and expression. We also got a Goshin before we left to document our journey. This was a fascinating temple that left us full of contemplation. So I managed to exercise some restraint and stopped at 11 drinks for the trip. Slowed down by wanting to be fully present for the mountain hike and temple visit. Excuses. Not far from the main street, but a bit hidden away, is this cafe that is open for dinner. This Japanese pizza is unlike any other that we've ever had. The tonkatsu is crispy and juicy. Fried oysters are of course a must. This meal is one of the best things that we've eaten in the past 3 days. They also have outdoor seating that faces a pretty garden. Tasty food, great ambience, friendly service. This place is a hidden gem that can't be missed. See ya, dear. We'll battle over food again someday. Filling up our second stomach for dessert to wind down this trip. This trip to Hiroshima and Miyajima Island is one we won't ever forget. Well worth a stop for those willing to travel further west from Kyoto and Osaka. We're taking the Shinkansen to the end of the route. Thank you for joining us. We'll see you in our next destination. Please like and subscribe for more YB travels. And check out this video for a prior trip